My name's Chris Rodnock, and welcome to Jackass. Whoa, I got stuck in there. I'm jumping in. What's going on, guys? So we're starting this video off. Jack is getting me hyped on the next drag strip run. So me and Jack,
we get hyped.
Jack is telling me that I can run a 10.9 in my car how it is. Well, a couple modifications.
Not how it is.
Not how it is. There's a couple.
With the power you're making, and basically the same setup, transmission, nothing, we're not going to change crazy stuff.
We're not going to up the power.
We're not going to up the power. With that power, we can go 10s in your car, I guarantee it.
Jack's been telling me some secrets the past half an hour, and I actually started ordering things. So, car is coming back, the Hellcat Miata, on Thursday, right? Jack's gonna tune it, he's gonna dyno it, we're gonna see what it makes, whatever, and then Car and I, we're going to the drag strip on Friday, and it is the battle of the Miatas.
That's crazy.
I have goosebumps thinking about this, but I'm gonna start ordering stuff. I am so excited. But let's just talk about how hot it is. It's about 90 degrees right now.
No.
You don't think so?
No, 86.
80?
Wait, let's look.
So,
wait, what's your guess? You said 90?
I'm gonna say 89.
85.
85, all right, well, you know dyno numbers and you know the weather. He's the weather guy, let me just tell you that.
Whole life.
I just noticed I'm also flexing. I got Oakley's here and Ray-Bans here. Dang, that's a flex, but 85 here, probably 40 in Connecticut. I'm going there tonight. I'll keep you updated. Remember this, 85. Feels good. Here we go, Connecticut. I don't know how good you can see this, but this is a ET calculator. So pretty much what you do is that you put your car's weight in. I put 2,400 pounds, which that's probably what it weighs with my fat ass in it. The horsepower, we just put 360. It's making a little more, but we just wanted to do a give or take. And if I do everything perfect, it says I can run a 10.96. That means my launch has to be perfect, which Jack is gonna, oh, where's Jack? Which Jack is gonna handle. And my shifts have to be perfect, which I know I can handle that because I can shift that thing like a demon. All right, guys, so I'm gonna give you a little update on the Evos. So yesterday you guys saw it. They sanded most of it down. They got all of the body work done, all the dents and dings out of the car. Now they primered pretty much the whole thing. Everything that needed to be primered is now primered. So the next thing we're waiting on is they're seeing if they can get a windshield, because if you can see right here, they couldn't get all of the rust out because the windshield is still in. So what they want to do is they want to take the windshield out. They want to make sure they can get a new windshield first and actually grind all of that out so it can't get any worse, and then put a brand new windshield in, brand new seals, and all of that will be good. You can see all the stuff that they filled. They had the primer, all that stuff. And not gonna lie to you guys, I have yet to pick a color. I'm procrastinating on that very hard. I think I'm just gonna go to Connecticut, kind of clear my head with this, because it's stressful. I mean, it's a decent amount of money, and I want the color that I'm gonna be satisfied with. I mean, all the colors that I picked in my head I'm gonna love, but I wanna make sure it's the correct one. So I'm gonna come back here on Tuesday. We're gonna look at colors one more time. We're gonna spray probably 3 or 4 of them on these things right here. I'm gonna put them up to the car, and we're just gonna go with it, and we should get the car back end of next week. So get excited for that. If you see right here, the reason why they took the back window out is because it was actually rusting in the seam. So what they did was they grinded all the rust out, and if you guys saw the last video, you saw that like rust preventative can. They just put that on. Now this thing is hard as a rock. It will never rust again, and we're good to go. Right here we have the gas door. Before, when you closed it, it was like kind of sitting out a little, so it wasn't exactly straight with the body. You can like kind of see the gas door sticking out. So what they did was they sanded it down and they smoothed it out, so when I close the gas door, it's gonna be smooth with the whole body, and it's gonna be one body line. So as you can see, they're really taking their time on this car, and I could not be happier. Where are you? We're right here. The Evo. She is gonna be back next week, looking better than ever. No matter what color I pick, I know it's gonna come out awesome. I'm just stoked that they've been taking their time on it, and they've fixed every little problem with this car, whether it was a piece of rust, it was a ding, it was a dent, all of it is fixed. And this is literally right next to my shop, so it's like, I work on like the drift car or something. I'm like, oh, I want to see like the Evo progress. I just walk 10 seconds and I'm here. So the body shop that the Evo is currently at, they're really hooking it up on the price. And I actually just told them to make an Instagram so you guys can follow it. They're gonna give you little sneak peeks of the Evo. Go give them a follow right here, right now. Show them some support. If you guys need a car painted, definitely come here. You can DM them on Instagram. I just told him it was a good way for you guys to connect with them if you're in the Florida area and you want a car painted, someone that's really gonna take their time, look at every single rust spot and fix it. This is the perfect place to go, so check it out. Oh my God, I'm just so overwhelmed right now because there's just so many cool things like happening right now. Like the GTR is here, the Evo's getting painted, all of the Evo 3 stuff is getting on it. The Roadster is going to run a 10.9. At least we're gonna try our hardest to run a 10.9 next Friday with Car. Car, if you're watching this, man, I'm taking down the Hellcat Miata. Me and Jack got some secrets. We got some things coming in the mail. And let me tell you, the Roadster, she's gonna look a little wonky, but she's gonna be fast as heck, and I cannot wait. But check out my little showroom. Hell yeah. So my real plan is to have the GTR there and the Evo there, just chilling in the back. I would love to get some race deck to come around there, and then this obviously could be the workspace because this thing always needs to be fixed, and the Roadster, since I beat the balls out of it, we always have to either add power or fix something, so. This is a good week. I am so stoked. I guess I'm gonna stop rambling. We're gonna bring the GTR over to HP. We got a couple things to do. Hopefully we can get them done before I leave, but I'd like to put the Hall Tech in today. That came in. Roberto wants to fix that four-wheel drive. Can't thank him enough. Follow him on Instagram, and let's go. Love the GTR, boys. I love it. 2 HP. So me and Roberto kind of switched jobs. He was cleaning this R33 four-door, which is in sale, www.horsepowerlogic.com. Roberto currently is trying to fix the four-wheel drive like I just told you guys, which I think he found a problem. I'm gonna let him explain it real quick. I mean, this definitely is a problem. This shouldn't be happening. You wanna go ahead?
Right, so it's throwing a code for the pressure switch, which is telling the car, hey, there's pressure in the line, the test is ready to work, but the pump's priming. We hear the pump.
Yeah, for like a good 15 seconds, right, too.
And then I'm following the diagnostic tree for the code, which is to check the harness checked out. So, but when I did that, I unplugged it. I saw there's a bunch of like oily stuff in the connectors, and there's oily stuff in the harness.
It's kind of hard to see, but it's a little damp in there of oil.
So I'm just gonna take it apart and see what we got, because I mean, at this point, if this isn't the problem, then we need to change one of the pumps.
So I'm curious. Obviously, this isn't the ECU of the car.
This is for the this is the ECU for the four-wheel drive.
So the four-wheel drive has its own ECU. That's kind of cool. So I said four-wheel drive in last video. Is it technically four-wheel drive or is it all-wheel drive?
I always get confused with like that terminology.
Because all-wheel drive is all the time.
So no.
So four-wheel drive is you turn on, and this technically turns on when it's slipping.
When you need it, yep.
So whoever said I was wrong, F you.
It has a default for like wide open throttle. Like a wide open throttle, it's always going to do something. But I think it's only like a certain percentage. But if it ever senses either the rear wheels spinning faster than the front wheels, it'll go all the way. And there's also in the center column, there's a sensor that actually checks like forces. Like if you take a turn real fast and it's set to,
it will kick it on. So if you're just cruising like 10 miles per hour, it is rear-wheel drive. So if you pull the fuse out of a GTR, you can drift it.
Rear-wheel drive, yep. Been done.
Maybe one day. Not today. Maybe one day.
Like rebuilding the clutch packs.
We will do that, but Roberto has to be prepared to rebuild the clutch packs. Are you prepared for that today?
Not really.
Another day.
It's easier to buy another transmission, do it on the side, and then.
One day we might do that for a video. Let me know what you guys think. I don't want to ruin the car, but for you guys, I'd do anything. So Roberto is diving deep into this thing. Yeah, you wouldn't catch me doing this, dude.
Yeah, I think it's probably just someone put like dielectric grease in this thing years ago.
Oh, so you don't think it's like actually oil? You think over time it just kind of turned into like an oily substance?
Yeah. I mean, as long as it's dielectric grease, if it's just regular grease that actually has some sort of like continuity to it, then we have a problem.
So what are you doing right now? You're just checking for burn spots and stuff like that? Or?
Anything obvious.
Yeah.
Just looking for anything obvious. I mean, this board is super clean.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look bad for 91, hell.
Yeah. I've seen one before that was pretty burnt up. Like,
really?
All these codes and the pins, yeah. But I mean, it was,
so let's say this was bad. Can you just get any other one from any other 91? It just works?
Yeah, I think...
You don't have to like unmarry it or some weird shit like that?
No, I think as long as it's on a V-spec, I think they're all the same.
Okay.
Don't quote me on it, but I believe that's the only difference is they change the logic of how it acts.
Well, Roberto's gonna do that. Hopefully he finds a problem. I'm gonna go finish that wash for him, and we will catch up with you guys when we have a solution. So I just got done washing the R33 four-door, and I realized, I'm like, wow, I found this car. I helped Roberto bring it in. I haven't even driven it yet. So I'm gonna go take it for a spin real quick. Well, I'm taking it for a spin right now. And let me tell you, I hopped in it, like Roberto had it running the whole time, and it was an ice box in here. It was literally freezing. And like, coming from Florida, like AC helps, but like this AC is like nothing I've ever felt. And like, that's not even exaggerating, like I swear to God. Okay, okay, that's, oh, only 4,500, okay, all right. It's an RB25 turbo, and let me tell you, for like an R33 four-door, like yeah, they're a little heavy, but like this thing is like pretty peppy with a haul tech and a couple mods. Like this thing could be a very fun either four-door drift car, but I wouldn't drift this because it's clean, or just like a four-door daily driver. I mean, this is like a huge upgrade from my R32 four-door. Like, one, it's 5-speed. Two, it has a turbo. It's still four-door, so you can fit all your whores or hoes, whatever you want to call them. And I mean, you're gonna turn heads because it's still a Skyline, it's still right-hand drive, and for the price, if I didn't just buy a GTI, I'd probably buy it myself. I'm so pumped on this car. I wish we can just get them all and never have to sell any of them. We can just like collect them together as like one happy horsepower Logic family. Get on it a little in a second. Not bad. That's about 75% throttle right there. Little third gear pull. You can definitely feel when the turbo kicks in. It feels really good. One more third. If you're looking to buy an import and you're still looking for like the practical side of like dailing a car, you're sleeping on this. Go to the website, pick it up. What is this idiot doing? Before we go, I want to give you a little first or second gear pull. It feels good, man. It feels really good. Stopped at the gas station to get some water, and look who's here. A wild Jack appears at the gas station with the OG nitrous scooter. See if we can find him. Give me your money.
Good luck.
Funny seeing you here, huh?
Yeah, what are you getting?
Nothing. I was just cruising around the R33, saw that you were here, so I figured say hi.
You want to race?
Want to race?
Yeah.
You can't hang, dude. I'm sorry.
Think so?
You can't hang. That thing's honestly pretty peppy for what it is. This dude is flying. I can't believe I'm saying this. I'll probably regret it tomorrow, but I cannot wait to be cold because, like, look, it looks like I'm crying. I have like sweat everywhere. It's like 90 degrees right now. But Roberto was doing the last test. Roberto, you want to walk us through real quick?
Yeah. So what we're doing here is we're checking if there's a ground in the harness.
Yeah.
To describe it as easily as possible. I know some guy in the comments.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Whatever. So this will tell us if the harness is the issue or not. So if the harness checks out, there really is only one thing left.
And it's the pump.
It's the pump. I guess that's really hard.
And there is one guy that has a pump, and his name is Thomas. So I just called Thomas about half an hour ago. He has one. He doesn't know if he wants to sell it to me. So everyone go tell him to let me buy it so I can have my four-wheel drive. And I mean, I'm going to Connecticut tomorrow anyways, or tonight anyways, so it would make sense if I can just pick that up. But yeah, go bug them, tell them to sell it to me so we can fix this. I mean, it's a pretty easy fix. All you gotta do is, geez, you're making a mess, huh? All you gotta do is pull the diff out, pull the axles out, drop it, and then it literally looks like it belongs on a diesel. It's pretty crazy. So in about 10 seconds later, Roberto came to a conclusion.
Well, according to the diagnostic process, and this is a bad ground, it's your freaking exhaust, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's continuity with ground. If that's continuity with ground, then the harness checks out.
And the beeping means it's good.
Right. And your pump's working.
Yeah, that's the weird thing.
It's working, but it's not really making pressure. Like usually when you hear these...
Could we try to bleed it?
We can try to bleed it. Just
And
to
see if it works?
Just to see, yeah. So I have to assume It's the pump.
I mean, but it would be cool that, like, since it was all the way low, that all the air is kind of like messing it up.
Yeah, it'd also be not cool if maybe if someone actually ran it for years like this or something, that it just was the pump was just free spinning and burned itself out.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely a possibility.
That's a possibility.
Last time this car was registered in 2009.
Like, this is in such nice condition. There's no rust. You know what I mean? It's all like really pretty. Like
yeah,
it's a really good condition. It just seems like someone just decided to drive this thing without any fluid in it.
I guess we'll try to bleed it. So Roberto's bleeding the system right now. Bunch of air coming out, and this is
bleeding it.
This
but
is
a shitload of air came out, so maybe this thing was just airlocked.
And this is old ass fluid as well.
This is the older fluid. This is the color that the fluid.
Jeez, dude, you just don't care, man. You're a greasy mechanic.
I mean, I just wanted
you just wanted to show the world.
Hey, man, if you see a mechanic with gloves, they're probably a hand model on the side or something. At least with this kind of stuff.
That's an easy nipple, huh?
That is, you know what?
You can milk that nipple pretty good. Easy nipple?
Easy nipple.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's a sure name, Easy Nipple. Moo. So Roberto just gravity bled it. I just took out the garbage and I hear this pump screaming right now.
Yeah, and the fluid went down dramatically. Like
holy crap.
It was here.
Yeah.
And then dropped down here the second it started up. So that might be a good sign, man.
That might have fixed it, just that little gravity bleed. Maybe there was too much air trapped in the system. I guess we won't know until that light pops on.
Let's just do a proper bleeding now.
Uh-huh.
We'll just go from there.
Okay.
I don't see any air. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Really, you should do this with like a line and a bucket. But
no, of course.
We're in Rod Knox mod shop, so we're fucking...
Dude, we're good.
Doing a little weird here, but...
And I have to leave to go to the airport very soon. If this is fixed, dude, I'll be more than happy. So as you can see right there, we have 0 lights on right now. 0 lights.
That.
So we're gonna go for a little rip real quick, a little pull. Car's all warmed up. Now remember, it's a little lean here.
We're just gonna
yeah.
Rip, man.
If it doesn't come on in 30 seconds, I say we're pretty good. We gotta make sure that front torque works as well.
Yeah, you wanna keep it on it? Okay,
yeah.
Little prep. This is very sexual.
Yeah, go ahead. Oh my God. Yeah, no, that felt great. Okay. Well, thank you, dude. You fixed it. Hell yeah.
I guess we should have done the easier thing first, huh?
That's actually your rule. Do the easier thing first.
Well, I was trying to get this fucker to, like, let's look at the GTO over. Let's do this with the GTR. He spent 2.5 hours talking to Jack about scooter crap.
Okay. And
they're lingering in the background, like, let's go do this. Let's go do this.
In fairness, I bought that Ruckus a while ago. I want to start building it. Jack just got the OG nitrous scooter running again. I took it for a ride. It goes like 65. I want the Ruckus to do that. So, yeah. I had a conversation with Jack, Roberto. I am sorry.
Well, I'm just saying the series of events that led to that was Roberto was ready to help. You weren't ready. And then when I just showed up here, you were just like dicking around with stuff. So
but Roberto's still here now. Look at him.
And it's fixed, I think.
And it's fixed. I mean, yeah.
That's doing
it feels good too.
The hood open? Oh, hood's open.
Trying to kill us, dude?
Ooh. I just
Jesus Christ.
Anti-rod knot.
Yeah. Oh man. Good eye. Good fucking eye, dude. That would have been bad.
Real bad.
Thank God it was on the secondary lock. Well, guys, it looks like she's fixed. Once again, shout out to Roberto. Thank you for all the help. Thank God he's worked on so many GTRs, because honestly, if that was me, I wouldn't have known where to start. I'm just driving around the complex, you know, driving it just a little more before we have to go to Connecticut. I mean, don't get me wrong, I want to go to Connecticut. Gotta see my friends, gotta see my boy Grillo, Spencer, Little Willie, see how the 135's doing. Little pull, let's do a baby pull. In second gear. No smoke. Shifting to third. It's a good day, boys. Now the GTR has 0 problems. AC's cranking. All wheels are spanning. And she got detailed. And she has an oil change. And a fresh tank in 93 that we shouldn't be romping on it too much, but one more pull. Fuck. Damn it. Alright guys, my little first to second. I'm not gonna go balls to the wall, but I'm gonna give her a little. Get her going a little. I love this car, dude. It's like, I'm really excited to go to Connecticut, see all my friends and everything, but at the same time, it's like, I want to keep doing GTR content. You know, we got the Hall Tech. We're not gonna be able to install the Hall Tech today, sadly. It's actually like, it's not a plug and play one. You actually have to like wire it in and all of that. And I have to leave literally in a half an hour to go to my house. We're gonna have to get Courtney and we are off to the airport. It was definitely an accomplishment today. The Evo is looking good. It's all primered. The GTR is all fixed. We got to do a couple pulls. I got to take a ride in the R33. Today was a success. I'm happy. So Tommy, you can keep your pump. You guys don't have to tell him anymore. Thank you if you're going to though. I do appreciate that. One more little quick update about the Evo. They just got the windshield in today, so they're gonna pull the old windshield. They're gonna clean all that rust up and install the new one because I had like a, ooh, geez, imagine if I dropped that. I have like a hairline crack and they didn't want to pull it unless they knew they can get this one, because once they pull it, all that pressure, they can just crack straight down the middle. And if we couldn't get a new one, I would have been screwed. So, new windshield. The reason why the windshield is coming out, if you can see this little rust all the way to the right, yep, that's Roberto's hand. That is all like under the windshield, and if you don't clear that, over time it's gonna get bigger and bigger. So we're just trying, while the whole car is getting painted, might as well just strip out the windshield. You get a nice new windshield and no more rust in the car. Isn't that right, Berto?
Seems to be what's
Open
right.
your mouth as wide as you can. Just do it. Hurry. 3, 2, 1. Shield your eyes. This hurts a little bit. And just like that, the windshield is out. Only 100 steps. And a little bit of cringiness, but it's out. That'd be sick if he just dropped it. Shattered. All the rust. Say goodbye. This is a pretty bad spot. And then it gets worse right here. All of this would get way worse if you just didn't treat it, so it's a good thing we pulled it out. Testing to see if the windshield fits.
I don't know nothing, but that looks like it fits.
That looks like it fits. Do we have the okay?
It works.
It works? Hell yeah. You know what we're going to do?
Eat food?
Nope, watch this. My name's Chris Rodnock, and welcome to Jackass. Whoa, I got stuck in there. Well, that was so anticlimactic. Hell yeah, rudder. I'm jumping in. Think I'll get hurt?
Yeah, probably. It'll probably be anticlimactic. And it'll be a real Jackass movie.
Oh.
That was disgusting.
Alright, take 2.
Make it really anticlimactic.
Ready?
Oh, that was really anticlimactic.
Alright, I'm over this. I tried to be cool, but it's not that interesting. Cut. Well, babes, I'll miss you. Look how clean this thing looks. Hell yeah. Alright guys, well I forgot to make an outro. We're on the plane right now going to Connecticut, so I will see you there. And honestly, I don't really want to go on a plane ride after going to Cars and seeing this. Oh, stinks in here. This is terrifying. But anyways, if you guys like the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more, and I will see you in Connecticut with my new car. Peace out.